Under the fiery blessing of the first year of the metaverse, virtual humans have more updated ways to open. How is the virtual human race changing? What will it bring us? As the Winter Olympics weather anchor Feng Zhaoshu, Vanke employee Kui Xiaopon, Singwa virtual female student Ba Huas Haibing, Douyin beauty expert Lu Yexi, and the first ultra-realistic national-style Shirl Ling and other virtual people continue to out of the circle and received widespread attention, the explosion of the virtual human track came to the front. Capital has already heard the news. Less than a month after 2022, nearly 100 financings have been raised in the virtual human field, with an amount of 411 million yuan. According to data, in 2021, there will be 2,843 financings by virtual human-related enterprises, with a financing amount of 254 billion yuan. In 2020, there were 1,713 related corporate financings. Not only that, first-tier funds including Sequoia, IDG, and Shunwei Capital have entered the market one after another, with a total financing amount of nearly 800 million yuan. The latest investment information comes from ByteDance. In January this year, Hangzhou Liwaika Technology Company, Limited, which created the virtual IP image Liwaika, announced the completion of tens of millions of yuan in angel round financing, exclusively invested by ByteDance. When we paid attention to this track in 2017, many people didn't even know what a virtual human was. In 2021, especially in the second half of the year, many people seem to understand. Many investors are looking for suitable investment targets, said Lu Di, an investor in Shengjing Jiacheng. Zhang Qixi, founder of Yuzhania Wan, who created Chuan Chuan, a male hyperreal virtual human on the Zhaohongshu platform, told the media that he began to pay attention to virtual people in 2019. As a serial entrepreneur, he began to enter hyper-realistic virtual reality in early 2020. He started his own business on the track, but the east wind of the metaverse eruption in 2021 made him speed up the layout. In the 2022 New Year's Eve event, Teresa Teng's avatar sang on stage. The virtual idol Lu Yexi received over 17 million likes for her 4 short videos, and the number of fans reached nearly 8 million in less than 2 months. The Best of Vanke Group in 2021 The Newcomer Award, was awarded to the virtual person, Kui Xiaopon. After 10 months of employment, the response degree of document processing reminded by Kui Xiaopon is 7 times that of the traditional IT system, and the write-off rate of overdue documents for prepaid receivables reached 91.44%. These avatars are just the tip of the iceberg. Statistics show that the current market size of virtual humans has exceeded 200 billion yuan, and it is expected to reach 270 billion yuan in 2030. Virtual humans don't exist today. At the beginning of the 21st century, with the innovation of CG technology and motion capture technology, Japan developed the first widely recognized virtual human Hatsune Miku. In 2012, Hatsune Miku held a concert for 10,000 people. In 2017, a Hatsune Miku VR, virtual reality, was released. Buyers could enter the virtual world through VR equipment, and let her sing the songs they wanted to hear in front of her, which once attracted buyers. Long queues in front of the distribution store. In recent years, benefiting from the breakthrough of artificial intelligence technology, a number of virtual people have sprung up like mushrooms after a rain. Seng Yinglong, an investor in Zichun Capital, divided virtual people into skin and soul. At the skin level, for a long time, virtual people appeared in the image of two-dimensional. However, with the continuous improvement of modeling and motion capture technology, hyper-realistic virtual people are more and more similar to real people in terms of form, expression, or voice. Teng Yijun, who sang on the Jiangsu satellite TV program, is an excellent case, as well as the popular IA on Zhaohongshu, Tsinghua student Huas Haibing, and Vanke employee Kui Xiaopon, are also super-realistic representative of the virtual person. Xiaoi's CEO Li Di previously told the media, Kui Xiaopon has real working ability, not just appearance. This is the most important value of Xiaoi's framework to create virtual humans. Although virtual people are virtual, they no longer have skins, and virtual talents who cultivate both inside and outside have real value. At the soul level, hyper-realistic virtual people are constantly innovating. For example, the virtual human Chuan Chuan on Zhao Hongshu is the first male virtual human internet celebrity. Its image features are, ghost horse boy, fashion trend, foodie, explorer. There is also a hyper-realistic style and Chinese characteristics. The Ling that appears in the aesthetic image, she is a cross-dimensional girl who loves the national style, and can learn Peking opera, calligraphy, tai chi, etc., while Ai is portrayed as a big star, fashion, and trend. Liu Yexi has real and mysterious national style image. In addition to the division of virtual human ontology, if it is divided according to application scenarios, commercial application scenarios are becoming more and more abundant. In particular, the hyper-realistic virtual idol market will blow out in 2021. The Virtual Idol Observation Report released by iQIYI shows that through CG art visual design, 3D modeling, virtual digitization, motion capture and binding of difficult hyper-realistic virtual people, promote the virtual idol market size to reach 200 billion yuan in 2020. Virtual idols and virtual IPs are very important sub-application scenarios for the virtual human track at the moment. Ni Dongshun, an investor in CCV's founding partner, said, its role is not much different from that of a real star. It has its own personality and its own personality. The output and commercialization methods are mostly the advertising endorsement fees of Golden Master Dad. Looking at the scene of carrying goods can also be called the main business of many virtual people. For example, Taobao already has many live broadcast rooms for virtual people. The head anchor Li Jiaqi also introduced the virtual person Luo Tanya as a deputy, that is, the auxiliary role of the live broadcast room. Compared with real people, virtual anchors make the live broadcast time more flexible. On the basis of enhancing the brand's sense of fashion and technology, it can also increase the way consumers are familiar with products. The existing forms include virtual people's solo broadcast and live broadcast in cooperation with real anchors. In the sub-track of virtual anchors, the growth of Station B is more obvious. According to a report from Chongjiang Securities, the revenue of virtual anchors at Station B has increased from 7.62 million yuan in January 2020 to over 50 million yuan in November 2021, and the number of paying people has increased from 70,000 to more than 250,000, including Lingyuan user enhancer. He was also selected as one of Bilibili's Bilibili top 100 up masters in 2020. There are other application scenarios, such as the financial position of Kui Xiaopon, which is the value of virtual humans in liberating manpower. The whole set of business logic that Kui Xiaopon needs to deal with is complex and clear. For humans, it takes a long time to learn and train to master it, but for AI, artificial intelligence, that can use big data and algorithms, this kind of work is an opportunity to show off your talents. In addition, based on years of precipitation in the film and television special effects industry, virtual humans have formed a fairly complete set of industrialized production processes and business systems on the production side. In addition to the operating companies mentioned above, underlying technical service companies are also emerging, and indispensable. According to the white paper on the development of virtual digital humans in 2020 released by the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology, the infrastructure layer of the virtual human includes display, optics, sensors, modeling, rendering engines and other parts, which are mainly controlled by overseas giants. The platform application layer mainly includes the production of the specific functions of people include motion capture, intelligent speech, natural language processing, etc. Why do virtual people explode in popularity? The founder of Yunbot Technology, Mei Song, previously worked in a game company. He registered and established the company in March 2017. The original intention of the company was to independently develop motion capture technology, so that ordinary cameras can capture 3D data such as body, fingers, and expressions in real time, helping to promote virtual live broadcasts. The industry has upgraded from 2D surface capture to 3D motion capture. After 3 years of technology research and development, Yunbo Technology has completed 3 rounds of financing from BV Baidu Ventures, Wuyu Capital, and CCV Creation Partners within 1 year. Its product, Zouk Live, has over 20,000 registrations 3 months after its launch. In addition, other sub-segments include companies with virtual humans as entrances. Hangzhou Li Weike Technology Company, Limited, which has received investment from ByteDance, has deployed XR, extended reality, glasses. The virtual human Li Weike will interact with users through AI in the XR glasses, and she has also become the brand of this XR glasses. Endorsement: Ace Virtual Singer was launched by Beijing Time Domain Technology in 2020. It is a music creation app that combines AI singing synthesis technology. Specifically, Ace Virtual Singer provides users with multiple AI virtual singers. In the creation tool, enter the melody and lyrics of the song, and select an AI virtual singer to sing the song. This word-filling game allows users to recreate the melody of songs created by other users. At present, the app has reached millions of users. Cumulative users. In the opinion of the founder Go Jing, if the functions of a virtual human are divided into voice, brain, shape, and action, then Ace can play the role of a sound engine in it. We are the sound engine of the original virtual human and the creators behind the sound. Ecology. Relatively speaking, for the Generation Z group, the IP image created by the virtual human is in line with their aesthetic and consumer needs. The Generation Z group has a size of about 250 million people and has become the backbone of China's internet. Their consumption and aesthetic needs directly affect the development and application of virtual humans. In addition, the sudden explosion of virtual humans is closely related to the rise of the concept of the metaverse. Ni Dongshun mentioned that a virtual human is a one-to-one projection of human beings in the real world in the metaverse world and the future world. The metaverse is an existence parallel to the real world. What the real world looks like, the metaverse will look like. In this world, everyone will have their own virtual person. Under the epidemic, the metaverse is like a perfect dream, and virtual humans have become a way of interaction between the real world and the virtual world that provides stronger visual effects, better immersive experience, and more emotional warmth. It can be said that the virtual human is a necessary factor for the realization of the metaverse, and only with it can the boundary between reality and virtuality be broken. Why do humans want to go to the metaverse? Emotional connection will be the most important factor. Users have a stronger sense of participation and can create at will. They are super individuals in the virtual world, and they can also interact, accompany, and communicate. Ni Dongshun thinks. Ku Siyuan, the founder of Huiei Technology, once said that Huiei divided the development of virtual humans into 3 eras. In the 1.0 era, the virtual human is only presented in the form of pictures and videos, while the virtual human in the 2.0 era will be more interactive. Finally, in the future 3.0 era, the core of the virtual human is personalization. In the 3.0 era, each digital person can have his own specific personality and personalized behavior, which can make users believe that they really exist in a virtual world, which will be driven by personalized decision-making, language, and action systems. However, some metaverse projects are still in the conceptual stage. Luo Jiao, An investor in GGV Juan Capital mentioned, "It's hard to say what the end of this thing will evolve into, and it will take a long process and a lot of technological breakthroughs." In addition, from the perspective of virtual IP and virtual idols, behind the popularity of virtual people, the continuous collapse of houses of virtuous artists is a booster. The recent idol collapsed house incidents have been one after another, causing fans and brands who have endorsed idol collapsed idols to suffer to varying degrees. However, virtual people will not have scandals, nor will they have ability to lose their morals. As a perfect idol that will not collapse, it is also expected to enter the public and market vision. Seng Yinglong said, "They can always stay active, perform for you with a smile on their faces, or bring goods live. The connection between them and the fans is almost established according to the wishes of the fans, and there will be no real stars collapsed houses situation." Moreover, in some application scenarios, virtual people can do better than humans, and they will never complain or get tired. Human beings can be liberated from repetitive work and enjoy life. The track is still young, the problem remains to be solved. The virtual human track is still very young, and there are many problems that need to be solved urgently. The input cost is extremely high. According to the 2021 China Virtual Idol Market Analysis Report, the upstream investment of virtual idols is mainly concentrated on professional talents and software costs. The production of 3D virtual idols, the investment of painters and modeling concepts can reach hundreds of thousands to millions of yuan. If a virtual idol needs to release a single, including arrangement, modeling, image design, stage plan customization, etc., the cost is as high as 2 million yuan, excluding communication costs. The Lu Yexi team previously stated in an interview with the media that in the more than half a year before the launch of Lu Yexi, the cost investment had far exceeded 1 million. Even though Lu Yexi currently has more than 8 million fans, he is still in the stage of burning money and attracting fans. Since the first video was released last year, Lu Yexi has released 6 short videos. These videos are not long and the cost is not low. Usually, the cost of a hyper-realistic virtual human video per second is in the range of 8,000 yuan to 15,000 yuan, and a picture costs several thousand yuan. At present, more than 90% of the virtual human companies are difficult to make profits. For virtual human startups, the risk of continuing to build an IP is very high. Ni Dongxian said that CCV Creation Partners will not choose a startup company with only one virtual IP, and it is also a decision made after evaluating the risks. High prices and insufficient capacity. Most of the current production of virtual humans still uses 3D modeling plus motion capture technology. This is a relatively traditional method, which can produce movie quality, delicate virtual humans, but the cost is high and the production capacity is not high. The problem that further restricts the sustainable development of virtual human, is that at present, the realization method of virtual human is still limited to short-term traffic dividends such as live broadcasts and concerts, and it cannot create new value space. Most of them are limited to a single scene such as live broadcast, news broadcast, multilingual broadcast, weather broadcast, etc., without further promotion. Data from the Guosheng Securities Research Institute shows that virtual anchors are one of the best ways to commercialize virtual people. In November 2021, the virtual anchor of Station B, Jala Carol, achieved a monthly income of 2.14 million yuan, occupying the top spot. Among them, a 4-hour birthday party live broadcast recorded a single game income of 1.89 million yuan. But such achievements are usually short-lived. Another set of public data shows that as of August 18, 2021, among the 3,472 virtual anchors with relatively high attention at Station B, 1,827 had zero monthly income, and more than half of them had no income. If many virtual human companies are only responsible for production, it will be difficult to differentiate. The result is that the IP is not bright enough, and it will burn blood. If there is no follow-up financing, it will be difficult to maintain popularity. Excellent teams must focus on data and technology accumulation. Polishing high-quality productivity tools can only stand out in the long run by building barriers, said Luo Zhao, an investor in GGV Juan Capital. Another survey shows that only 6.3% of the population are willing to spend more than 500 yuan for virtual idols, and their willingness is still relatively low. Therefore, in the long run, the company behind the virtual human may need to explore more comprehensive values, such as creating a closed-loop, interconnected content ecosystem, and creating a brand similar to Disney. Of course, it is undeniable that the recognition of virtual humans also needs to be further improved. Although the current AI virtual human has a wide range of talents, it is still difficult to combine their own understanding and feelings, lack of emotional interaction, unable to improvise language, unable to perceive care and warmth, and it is difficult to have a real resonance. In the eyes of industry insiders, the fiery capital cannot cover up the problems of less content production and limited technology. The popularity of the metaverse concept has brought great help to the virtual human being out of the circle. It seems that anyone can be a virtual human. Many IPs on the market claim to be virtual human, but the quality is uneven. Ace Virtual Singer, the founder Go Jing, said, "The threshold for modeling is not high, and there are many talents who can model, but not many are serious about making products." What is the real explosion of virtual humans? Lu Di, an investor in Shengjing Jiacheng, said, "It was when there was no need to educate the market. Do you remember when everyone first bought iPads, and they all went to the game of cutting fruit, which was not taught?" In terms of vertical industries, virtual humans have not yet reached a state of breaking the circle, that is, a few parties and a few live broadcasts. Ludi has been working on the virtual human track for nearly 5 years, and he introduced Shengjing Jiacheng's investment logic. We define digital twins into 4 dimensions. The first is mapping, that is, moving the real world to virtual space. Technology, the content is not high, and its core is the engine. The second is interaction, adding some data and sensing technology to connect the real world and the virtual world. The third is simulation, that is, modeling, and with AI, virtual humans can have their own thinking and expression capabilities. The fourth is decision-making, which is directly realized at the terminal. Zhang Qixi, the founder of Yuan, said that in the future, only when the virtual human and the real person establish a real relationship, will this track be advanced to the next step. The virtual human does not solve the human problem, then it is a cold and ineffective skin. It can be very hot at the moment, but if it has nothing to do with everyone, the heat will disappear.